So today we're going to do some BH prep with Toph and Kilo. I do BH prep every day. Our BH is June 8th, so just trying to clean some things up before I do the BH. Their BH isn't going to be perfect by no means. I just want to get it out of the way so I can focus on their ones eventually. So Kilo, I'm probably going to try to do his one at DVG Nationals. We'll see how that works out. Toph, she's pretty far behind in some areas, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here! Puss. Good. Puss. Good. Puss. Good. Good girl. So while she's finishing up eating, I switched to a vest now. So I'm feeding out of my vest, and then I'll eventually change because I don't, there's no feed pouch in a trial. So I switched to a vest. In a low level trial, you can wear a vest depending on the judge, but eventually it'll switch to something else. So the dog isn't visually seeing, the reward and going from there. So I'm just using small increments to work to get rid of all the visual cues. Toph, Foos, good. Good girl, Foos. Good, Foos. Good girl. Foos. Foos. Good. She's pretty young. She's maturing into herself a little bit now, so she's changing quite a bit. The turns are something I'm gonna have to work on and really focus on, but other than that, she's way good enough for a BH, just not quite ready for a one. And she's still pretty young. Foos. Girl. Sit. I find it's the hardest when you walk behind the dog because they want to focus, so they get all fidgety. So she moved her foot there. Sit. So there's a lot of stuff to proof through this that some people overlook. And some people would say, you're never going to walk behind the dog when you return the dog. But I'm still trying to proof the sit. Foos, sit. I'm still trying to proof the sit. So she's overstimulated. She's hungry. She wants to eat. So she's trying to force me to give her the food. Foos. 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 Good girl. Foos. Good girl. Obviously, I'm gonna have to fix this little bit of jumping, but I'd rather have her be overstimulated and drive like this, wanting to work, than the other way around. So the jumping will get The jumping will get fixed. Foos. So I have a little bit of a head dip on a left turn. Foos. Good. And I can fix that by rewarding up into it. Good girl. Good girl. Foos. Foos. Girl. Platz. Down in motion was one of her best things. So no problem with that. Again, I really want to teach the dog to plant in that position. Over exaggerating all these movements, so when it comes time to hold it in the trial, there's no problem. Platz. Good. Letting her finish her food here. She's getting pretty hot. It's pretty warm out today. So I don't want to do too much with food. Don't want her to, any compromise of bloat or anything like that. So now she's going to get to do some play and then some free time. She does this last exercise pretty well. So she knows I'm out of food. Foos. Good. Foos. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Good girl. Get your ball. Good girl. Hey, 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 hey. Good girl. Toph really enjoys interaction from the handler. So some people will ask, why do you withhold so much during the exercise? Because she tends to get kind of tired fast. So I want her to think about that big surprise at the end. Good girl, mama. Good girl, mama. Good girl. Good girl. So she's showing me with body language she wants to go to the water, and we were done anyway. Hit you up with some stuff with Keela here in a minute.